Long before Eo and Timi ever opened their eyes to the world, something unusual happened in the realm of spirits. Two souls meant to be one glowed so brightly that the ancestors gazed upon them with wonder. Never before had a single spirit begged so fiercely to return to earth in two bodies. The guardians of destiny hesitated. Two bodies, one spirit, they whispered. The world may not understand. But the soul insisted. Let me be born twice, it said. Let me love and be loved with the fullness only a divided spirit can feel. So the ancestors blessed the request, shaping one soul into two lights and sending them into the world on the same wind. That wind, restless and electric, carried their fate. In the village of Doma, the moon hung low and golden when Eo was born. Thick clouds glowed as if lit from within. Her mother gasped when she saw the faint crescent mark over the newborn's chest, soft, shimmering, pulsing gently like a second heartbeat. The child carries a spirit sign, the midwife breathed. But no one understood it. Far to the west, in the village of Korra, Timi arrived with that same birthmark, glowing with the same soft light. The midwife there screamed and dropped her calabash in fear. Two children with the crescent of the sky cannot exist, she cried. This is a rare sign. Something unusual walks the earth tonight. But Timi's mother held him close. My son will bring light, she whispered. I feel it. The same wind that carried their spirits at birth circled both huts that night, weaving through the rafters, humming a quiet promise. They will seek each other. They will always seek each other. Eo grew into a bright-eyed child filled with warmth. But sometimes, without warning, she would freeze mid-play, staring into nothing. Her heartbeat would race. She would clutch her tiny chest and whisper, "Someone is calling me." Her mother would rush to hold her. "No one is calling you, my child." But Eo knew better. On those nights, she dreamed of a boy she had never met. A boy standing under a tree, looking lost. A boy whose eyes matched hers. In Korra, Timi lived with a constant, quiet sorrow he couldn't explain. He would run with other boys, laughing, chasing goats, climbing trees, then suddenly stop, his smile fading, his heart beating with a strange, aching loneliness. He often went to the hill overlooking the village, sitting there for hours, watching the sky with longing no child should understand. His mother worried. "Timi, what troubles you?" He always answered the same way. "I'm waiting." "For who?" "I don't know, but I will know when I see them." When Eo turned 12, she fell ill for the first and only time in her life. Her body burned with fever. She shook and cried through the night. The healer was confused. There was no sickness, no wound, nothing. Eo only whispered one thing over and over. "He's hurting. I can feel it." That same night, hundreds of miles away, Timi sprained his leg badly after falling from a mango tree. He felt a strange warmth in his chest while he cried from the pain, a warmth that seemed to comfort him. As if someone far away was whispering, "I'm here." Years passed. Their bodies grew, their thoughts deepened, their dreams sharpened. Both lived good lives, but inside each one was a hollow space that nothing filled. Eo turned 18 the year drought struck Doma with cruel force. The river dried until only stones remained. Crops withered. Babies cried from thirst. Her mother became sick from exhaustion. Eo prayed day and night, but the sky remained silent. Then came the news. All the villages would gather at the Valley of Unity to plead with the ancestors. A festival. A prayer. A final hope. Eo's heart leapt with fear as they prepared to travel. Something about that valley, something unseen, pulled at her chest. The wind whispered her name loudly that night, almost urgently. She didn't sleep. In Korra, Timi had grown into a young man of striking presence, gentle eyes, thoughtful heart, and a strange quiet strength. Many girls admired him, but he felt nothing toward them. Every time one smiled his way, he felt an ache instead of affection. He wanted to love. He wanted to feel whole. He wanted to stop dreaming of the river and the girl with tear-filled eyes. When the drought worsened and the chiefs called all nearby villages to gather, Timi volunteered instantly. Something told him he needed to be there. He didn't sleep the night before. The wind circled his heart fiercely, as though urging him forward. The Valley of Unity was alive with colors when the day came. Drums thundered. Fires blazed. People danced to hide their fear. The gathered villages created a sea of voices, prayers, and movement. But the moment Eo stepped onto the valley ground, her breath caught in her throat. Her chest burned. Her legs trembled. She pressed her hand against the birthmark beneath her wrapper. It was glowing. She staggered. Her cousin rushed to her. Eo, are you alright? Eo could barely speak. Someone is here, someone I've been missing. Timi felt the same. His heart pounded violently. He froze where he stood. The birthmark on his chest throbbed so strongly he thought he was dying. A sudden rush of wind tore through the valley, scattering dust into the air. People gasped, covering their faces. Eo looked up at that exact moment. Timi did too. Through the swirling dust, their eyes met. The world fell away. The noise. The dancers. The smoke. The drums. All vanished. It was as if time bent around them, leaving only their hearts beating in the silence. Eo dropped to her knees, overcome by a wave of recognition so powerful it felt like drowning in memories she never lived. Timi's vision blurred. He staggered back, chest heaving, tears rising without his consent. He whispered, barely audible. "It's you." Eo nodded, breathless. "It has always been you?" They walked toward each other, trembling like newborns. When their hands touched, the wind exploded outward, spinning in circles around them. Their birthmarks burned like fire. A clap of thunder shook the valley. Then the sky broke open. Rain, real, heavy, blessed rain, poured down. Villagers screamed and fell to the ground, laughing, crying, lifting children to taste the water. Elders shouted that the ancestors had answered. But Eo and Timi heard nothing. They held each other, forehead to forehead, crying for reasons they could not name. Eo whispered, "I have been incomplete all my life." Timi's voice cracked. "And I have been searching for your soul every day I have breathed." He cupped her face, overwhelmed. "Who are you to me?" Eo pressed her hand to his chest. "The other half the world kept from me." That night, when fires lit the valley, the chiefs gathered both families. Elders examined the crescent marks, listened to the signs, and trembled at the truth. A spirit seer stepped forward. "These two are twin souls of the living. Born from one spirit, carried in two bodies. When they unite, blessings follow. The drought had ended because of them. The land rejoiced because of them. The wind had waited years for this moment." And so, under the moonlight, with all villages watching, Eo and Timi were blessed in the ancient way, hands tied with sacred cloth, hearts bound by vows whispered through tears. Eo smiled through her crying. "Timi, you are the piece of me I lost before I was even born." He held her close, voice trembling. "And you are the home I have searched for in every sunrise." The wind circled them softly, content at last. The ancestors whispered approval through the rustling trees. And from that night on, the villages of Doma and Ankora lived in peace. Forever joined by the love of the two souls the world had tried to separate. Because when spiritual twin souls meet, the sky changes. The earth answers. And destiny bows. And love, true love, remembers everything.